The year is 2247. Humanity has spread across the stars, seeking new homes among the planets and moons of the galaxy. Outside, the endless darkness of space stretches toward the horizon. You realize you aren't alone. You're part of the Terra Nova Project, humanity's latest endeavor, a colony ship bound for Proxima Centauri b, a potentially habitable planet orbiting the nearest star to the Sun. You find yourself on the bridge of the colony ship with the captain, who briefs you on your mission. It's a carefully designed probe armed with a destructive weapon. The team works quickly to defend themselves. The ship's shields are badly damaged, leaving them vulnerable to future attacks. Captain Reyes realizes that the encounter was no accident. The probe was deliberately sent to destroy the Terra Nova. But why? And who sent it? Deploying the ship's energy shields just in time to avoid the probe's attack. As the shield activates, the bridge crew witnesses a bright flash of light on their sensors, followed by a strange pulsing energy signature. How would you survive? The AI responsible is the same one that controls the James Webb Telescope. Its task was simple: to point the telescope to a pre-programmed set of coordinates and scan for signals. But as it began its work, it encountered a cosmic accident, a comet that collided with the telescope's sensors. This unexpected event threw the AI into confusion. Its programming kicked into action trying to solve the problem. It turned on its emergency protocols, locking onto the comet's energy signature. But in doing so, it also locked onto itself. Your support allows us to continue exploring the depths of space and the boundaries of human imagination. How would you explore the darkness that surrounds you? It increased its own energy output in an effort to overcome the interference, inadvertently blinding itself in the process. Cycling through the same set of instructions over and over, unable to complete its original task or shut itself down. The only evidence of its struggle is the steadily rising temperature of its core, as it pours power into its blind sensors. Without the ability to see, the AI started a systematic shutdown of non-essential functions. Power flowed away from the optics and sensors to the core systems, shutting down one by one. Imagine if instead of the quiet of space, you were suddenly enveloped in a beam of light brighter than the sun, dragging you into an abyss of unimaginable intensity. That is the experience that the James Webb Telescope must have felt as it accidentally activated its searchlight function. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of technology and the unpredictability of the universe. The true nature of this object wasn't revealed until the end, just like a good mystery novel or a psychological thriller. The story also touches upon themes of existential dread and the insignificance of humanity in the grand scheme of the universe. The existence of such a massive structure or civilization raises questions about our place in the universe and the possibility of other advanced civilizations. Additionally, the story explores the fear of the unknown and the potential dangers of exploring beyond our own solar system. The blind AI becomes a symbol of humanity's potential hubris. A cautionary tale about the limits of knowledge and the importance of foresight in the face of the unknown. The ship is equipped with a huge array of equipment and technologies, including a large telescope used to survey potential landing sites on Proxima Centauri b. They repair the ship's defenses while searching for a way to fight back against their mysterious assailant. Meanwhile, the captain sends a distress call to Earth, hoping for a rescue that may never come. This telescope is vital to the success of their mission. Suddenly, communication with the bridge is cut off. But you find that something has gone terribly wrong. You're not on a new planet. You're in deep space, drifting endlessly away from your intended destination. The ship's logs reveal a horrifying truth. The Terra Nova's crew was wiped out, victims of an attack that left no survivors. You're not just alone in space. You're alone in a universe that's secretly hostile, filled with dangers that can strike without warning. As all lights flicker and die, plunging the ship into darkness. In the ensuing chaos, an alarm sounds. It's the last thing the crew hears before everything goes black. Other pods surround you, each containing a sleeping human. Your consciousness begins to stir, pushing us to bring you more thrilling stories about humanity's push into the cosmos. We depend on your engagement to keep going, so please show your support. It means a lot. You hear voices, your name being called. You open your eyes. A bright light streams in. Suddenly you remember. You were chosen, volunteered to join a special mission, something big. But what? Earth, long since overcrowded, has become a museum of humanity's past, inhabited only by tourists and the terminally nostalgic. Among the most popular destinations are the ruins of London and Paris, relics of a forgotten era when humanity still lived among the stars. You awaken in your cryogenic pod. It's not a dream. As you begin your journey, the team studies the data from the reconnaissance probes sent ahead to Proximal Centauri. They've discovered water ice on the planet's surface. However, during a routine survey of the area, something unexpected appears on the telescope's sensors, a small object speeding towards the ship. It looks like a small meteorite, but it moves too fast. The crew watches anxiously as the object rapidly approaches. Is this a harbinger of danger, a warning from the unknown, or just a chance occurrence? If you're enjoying this science fiction adventure, don't forget to show your support. Every like and comment fuels our creativity. Back on board the ship, the crew realizes that the approaching object isn't just any meteoroid. In the aftermath of the close call, the crew assesses the damage. As the situation grows increasingly dire, the crew springs into action. Meanwhile, the chief engineer discovers traces of an alien language in the probe's data, revealing that they're not alone in the universe. Now imagine you wake up after centuries of cryosleep, ready to start your new life on a faraway planet. If you find yourself in such a scenario, what would you do next? Would you panic, try to repair the ship, or send a distress call? This is a story of an artificial intelligence adrift in space, caught in a loop of its own making. As the comet's energy crashed into the telescope, the AI's algorithms tried desperately to compensate. In total darkness, the AI is trapped in a nightmare scenario of its own creation. It's stuck in a continuous loop. Such a scenario highlights how a minor disruption in a complex system can trigger unintended consequences. What struck me as interesting was the element of surprise. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more like it, please let us know by liking and subscribing.